Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your one channel for everything VR related. Today, we have some amazing stories to go over, including a huge upcoming tournament that has amazing prizes like a bHaptics X40 tack suit, and I am personally involved in this tournament. The Oculus store might eventually be available for other headsets. We'll go over the Vive headset rumors right before the launch of ViveCon. And of course, we have some new games and updates to go over. So let's not waste any more time, guys, and jump right into this video with details on that tournament. One of my favorite Oculus Quest titles, In Death Unchained, is having yet another tournament. Their season-based content is normally an opportunity to immortalize yourself on the leaderboard, but this tournament is just so much bigger. Starting this Friday, May 14th, you will be able to enter into the tournament and select a content creator's team to join. Of course, I know you guys are all going to join my team. This will unlock a very special Mateo-themed weapon skin and earn me some bragging rights while we kick everyone else's butt. Now, not only will you have the opportunity to win some amazing prizes during this tournament, like that bHaptics X40 tack suit I mentioned earlier, but the tournament will also be unlocking all levels. Now, I'll have a lot more detail about the tournament this Wednesday during my live stream, and I'm also giving out 15 keys so you guys can get in and join my team. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss that live stream. Okay, so moving on to other good news, the tabletop VR RPG title Demeo has finally released, and it's pretty freaking awesome. Here's a quick 1-minute review. Now, I see a lot of people making the claim that this is Dungeons & Dragons in VR, and that's not exactly the case. This is a light RPG system, which I've been told is very close to the board game Gloomhaven, but I personally have not played that one. For me, it was very similar to a title called Heroes Quest. So if you are looking for that extensive depth that you'll find in Dungeons & Dragons, that's not the case here, but this is still an amazing title. I've completed 12 runs now, 5 successfully, and every single run was just as enjoyable as the original. The game really scratches that tabletop itch, and there's a nice level of strategy. It also does an amazing job of making you feel like you're gathered around a table with your friends. Now, the minor complaints I have right now is the amount of content available. There's only one quest available right now, with the second coming sometime this summer, and I personally think they should consider reworking the linear progression system. Otherwise though, if you had any interest in playing a tabletop game with your friends, you should go pick up this title. And before we move on, I just want to say congratulations to Resolution Games, because Demeo has made over $500,000 on day one. I guess that's some indication that this game is pretty freaking awesome. Okay, so let's move to some upcoming titles, starting with Operation Armstrong. This is an asymmetrical co-op party game where one player is in VR, sneaking around a lunar space station, trying to prevent an army of bots from crashing the moon into the Earth. Everyone else will join in from a web browser, acting as your team of hackers. They can disable the security system, open and close doors, and just act as your eye in the sky. There's no official release date just yet, but Operation Armstrong is planned to release later this month on Steam. Another title coming soon is the Quest version of Zero Caliber. If you're looking for a shooter that plays different than Onward or Pavlov, Zero Caliber Reloaded might be right up your alley. There's a full single-player campaign that can also be played online in co-op mode with your friends. There's a rank system that will allow you to unlock new weapons and attachments over time, and this game has a completely different pace than the other shooters available. Pavlov is similar to Counter-Strike, Onward is similar to Armor, and Zero Caliber would be closer to a Call of Duty. I'm just hyped for the 4-player co-op action because you don't get that very often in VR. While we're comparing shooters to flat-screen titles, it looks like we're gonna get something similar to Overwatch in VR. From the developers of Farpoint comes the 6v6 online PvP character-based shooter Larcenauts. We just got a reveal trailer that shows off some amazing graphics, some fantastic in-game mechanics, and some really stylized and unique in-game characters. It looks like one of the main gameplay modes will be a combination of capture the flag and domination. Throughout the trailer, you can see the players fighting over the intel ball, carrying it back to their base, and then trying to defend it for as long as possible. Overall, it looks like a very exciting shooter that pulls elements from Overwatch, Team Fortress, and even introduces a few new features. I'm excited to check this game out when it releases later this year. Okay, so next up we have a huge update to Dash Dash World. Update version 3.0 is here, and it includes 2 new maps, 1 new weapon, a new single-player campaign, a revamped user interface, new tutorials, a new motion sickness onboarding system, and new game difficulty options. If you're not familiar with Dash Dash World, it's basically Mario Kart in VR. There's online matchmaking for up to 8 players, it's cross-platform on every major VR system, it's an absolute blast to play, and there is a Mateo 311 car skin and horn that you can unlock. So obviously this game is awesome. Speaking of awesome, Population 1 Season 2 is coming this Thursday on May 13th. The Frontier will include a new Western-themed location on the map, increases the match player count from 18 up to 24, and it looks like we're gonna get to dual-wield some weapons. Now the player base for Population 1 has dipped a little bit over the last few months, and I'm curious, are you guys excited for this update? Are you still playing, or did you give up? If so, let me know down in the comments. Okay, so our last gaming story is a free experience that you can download right now. Space Explorers, the ISS experience, Episode 1 is currently free from the Oculus Store. If you wanted a glimpse of what it's like to be on the International Space Station and get to float around with some astronauts, well, here's your opportunity. If you end up enjoying the experience, there's 4 more episodes that you can download for $2.99 a piece. The majority of us will never get to truly experience space, so this VR experience is the next closest thing. Okay, so let's move into some interesting Oculus stories. We continue to get these interesting Ask Me Anythings on Instagram from Andrew Bosworth, also known as Boz. He's the head of Facebook Reality Labs, and he likes to tease us of upcoming features, let us know what Facebook is working on, and overall just a great source of information. One question recently proposed to him was if Facebook would allow the Oculus Quest Store for other devices. Boz stated that he's not fundamentally opposed to this. It's a great opportunity for their developers to make more money, and the only reason why it hasn't really happened yet is there's no other standalone headset available. I hope this means the upcoming standalone Vive headset will eventually get access to this game store. I hate that so many titles are locked as Oculus exclusives. I also hope to see more developers using the OpenXR platform, and this expands into not only Quest titles, but PC VR games. Being able to play some titles without Revive would be absolutely amazing. While we're discussing app compatibility, we have to talk about Android apps coming to the Oculus Quest. Fellow YouTuber Mystical posted an image showing some Android apps available on the Oculus headset. They were located in the preview app section, which is normally reserved for beta testing, and it included titles such as Zoom, TikTok, Spotify, Candy Crush, and even the game Among Us. John Carmack previously stated that he wanted to see Android apps on the Oculus Quest, but that was a battle he was losing. But just a quick reminder, he was at one point losing the argument in favor of the Air Link. Now there's no more official information regarding Android apps coming to the Quest. It does look like Facebook is testing something, and expanding the functionality of the Quest itself does make a lot of sense, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. Okay guys, on to our last story of today's video, and that's the new hardware coming from HTC Vive. Now there are some supposed leaks which say we're getting a Vive Focus 3 and a Vive Pro 2. Now this information comes from a report from Protocol, who claim to be citing HTC company documents. They also state that pricing will be set at nearly $1,800 for the Vive Focus 3 and $1,000 for the Vive Pro 2. If that is indeed the case, well then obviously HTC is not focusing on the general consumer. $1,800 for a standalone device is a hard sell, unless it has some serious advantages over the Oculus Quest 2 and some absolute guarantees that high quality gaming will be available on that device. Now I am intrigued about the Vive Pro 2 because this is a headset that can finally rival the Valve Index. The original Vive Pro was very close to the Index spec-wise, and the company is now at a few years to upgrade this product. If that $1,000 also includes their wireless technology, well then I'm most likely picking up this headset. ViveCon's only a day away, and I'll most likely stream this event, so we'll get some answers in the very near future. According to HTC, this is the most important VR event of the year, and they're releasing some game-changing technology. Well, we'll just see about that. Okay everybody, that was today's new VR news. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. If you're new here, consider subscribing, and as always, I will see you guys on next time.